Hey guys, so here it is, Monday, 6:20 in the afternoon, coming back from work. Mondays always suck. It's always so busy in the post office because we don't deliver mail, the regular mail, on Sundays. So it's all there. It still gets pushed to us, but there's an Amazon contract that the post office has to do, but we're not doing what we call network, which is, so you have 2 days worth of mail on Monday. So Mondays, or the first day after a holiday, the fact that I'm out at 6 o'clock means we were really on our game. And also with taxes, you know how many letters we had to certify, how many tracking numbers we had to give on IRS documents everywhere. I know the zip codes by heart are like 5 different places where people send their taxes to. But real busy day. I'm kind of tired, but I wanted to follow up because I like to do a vlog like this about 72 hours after what happens every couple of years, is that somebody, somewhere, somehow gives my ex-wife a platform to just kind of bring more people into the chat, kind of give her a megaphone and let her spew the stuff that she does. And here we are. We're 72 hours later. Guys, was it everything you wanted? Everything you hoped for? Everything you thought it would be? What do you think about it? I told you guys not to worry about it. I told you guys that the bigger the audience, the bigger the platform, the more fallout there would be for her and for that group. You think? You think? So there was a stream on Friday that did happen. I'd like to thank Sam Telfer for hosting that. If you go back and look at our live streams, Mandy and I did pretty well. Thanks for the coin, Sam. I mean, people were very generous to us, and I'd like to thank y'all for that. The first thing I'd like to example to show is, here we are. So that happened. So over the next 72 hours, there was live streams, this and that. Our live streams, the live stream that happened Friday, my ex-wife's live streams, a few other people's live streams. Who do you think got the love? Who do you think got the love out of everything? I would say Mandy and I did. Go ahead. Did you see our live stream? Did you catch our live stream? Did you see the people and the love that they showed us? Thank you for that. I mean, there were people that were sending super chats. We got like 4 or 5 that were three figures, and then there's a bunch of other ones. And there were people in there that were, giving little super chats here and there that I know, and I know they don't have a lot of money. They don't have a lot of extra money, and they wanted their names. They weren't scared to see their names being put in our live streams. That's really, so here we are. Who got the most love? Who made out the best out of that whole weekend? Mandy and I did. We gained subs. People came out in droves, and I guess I don't really understand why Sam did it. I don't get it. I really thought we were playing poker here, and I was going to call her bluff, and then she went ahead and did it. I didn't watch it. I was at work. I beseeched Mandy not to watch it. She didn't. So after it was all over, besides a bunch of new people that had never heard the story before, everyone else that's been in the DC and been around, what new thing came out of it? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was the same old stuff that always happens. Everything that happens after a stream like that continued to happen. That would be my ex-wife goes and streams for like 12 hours straight the next day, thinking that she's, somehow things are different. You're still lying. You're still telling lies. You're still telling untruths, and everybody kind of understands it. I don't know why Sam thought it was going to be a good idea. I kind of know, she's kind of got a one-track mind when she's pissed off, but her hatred for Mandy is palpable now. It really is, and that's what everyone is saying. There was no good reason. She doesn't think of the second and third and fourth order of effects. She doesn't care about Trisha. She doesn't care how stupid it would make her look or how it was going to spiral her mental health in the days afterwards. Didn't care about that. She wanted to get a bunch of people in a chat, do what she does, and then hopefully it would make some kind of difference. And it didn't. It didn't. One thing that came to mind, and you guys were talking about it, it was there's a lot of people in the DC that don't like me or don't think that highly of me, but they always were pretty adamant that it's whatever. You know, Tomahawk Sean's a jerk or whatever, this or that, or Mandy Atex is a jerk, but Trisha's crazy, she's full of crap, she's always lying about domestic violence. So there was a lot of people kind of left out on an island after that stream that were like, well, gee, thanks, Sam. We don't believe Trisha did it. And you sat there and now you're giving her a platform to spew her bullshit. Thanks a lot for that. And the one that comes to mind was Owl. Am I right? Owl, it's no love lost for me, no love lost for Mandy. We were always hot and cold with her, but she was always very adamant that Trisha was full of crap and that the domestic, she's not a victim. Owl, unfortunately, is a victim and a survivor of fairly horrendous domestic violence. And so with my feelings for her aside for a minute, my heart aches for anybody that's been through it. It really does. And she's a survivor of it. And she's a bit of an advocate sometimes when she wants to be, but she's always been the mouthpiece for how full of shit that Trisha is. I knew she also Owl also on the other hand simps a little bit for Sam. You know, if Sam's got she's vocal about something, Owl will be right behind with a vlog or this or that. Owl doesn't normally do pop-ups on Sunday, does she? I don't think she does. I could be wrong, but normally I don't think she does. I sat back and a bunch of you mentioned it as like, what the hell is Owl gonna say about this? I mean, how is she gonna, what direction she's gonna take it? And she beat me to the punch. I didn't think that she would, impulsively do a live stream about something with me and Mandy in it so soon afterwards, but she did. And there was a part of me that was going, oh man, she beat me to the punch. But I had told enough people, they know, they're like, oh my God, Sean, you're right. She had to do something. She had to say something. Spin it a certain way, right? Because she knows no matter where she goes, forward, backwards, left or right, she has always been steadfast and pretty pissed off at times that Trisha is not a victim of domestic violence. That she's whatever, but she's not a victim of domestic violence. So pretty much she surprised me. So her little pop-up on Sunday, I didn't watch it. I was told to go watch it without the sound and just watch the chat. I understand that there were quite a few people that were in the chat for Mandy and I. And if you don't listen to the host and you just look at the chat, her chat was really derailed by people in there that were arguing with a few trolls that were in there for Trisha and I, Carlos Martinez being one of them. And so there was that. But that's what she had to. You can't really blame Owl for what she did yesterday with her pop-up. She had to. She had to think of something. Because people were starting to say, damn, man, she's kind of in between a rock and a hard place. She's definitely aligned with Sam, who treats her like shit. But she's going to have a hard time jumping on this bandwagon. I'm not quite sure what she said, but there was that. The stream that Mandy and I did on Saturday, we thought about it, we mulled it over. I wasn't really quite sure if I wanted to do it because Mandy was not 100%. She was tired. She's still kind of recovering a little bit from being in the hospital. I wasn't sure, but we had planned it, and then right before we were about to call it off, we looked, and there was like 50 or 60 people just waiting. And a lot of times we might not even get 50 or 60 in our chat for people, so our people were there. So we decided to go live and talk about it. I wanted to address the text that Angela was sending to Sam, the without context text about Mandy's verbiage towards, to my daughter. And I really didn't want to dime out my first wife on the way she kept the house, but that kind of it came out. There was people got it, they understood. I was like, I didn't really want to go there, but this is the truth, and this is how it is. And most of y'all understood it, and that was kind of what I wanted that to be part of it, because first of all, we wanted to say hey to y'all and this and that, and I wanted to get that part out of it. Look, guys, you guys came out, you guys supported us, you really threw mud back at the other people with the monetary support. That was a big deal. And the love was, you guys said they're full of shit without telling me they're full of shit. So there's that. This is how this works, because there's a lot of people from the girl world community that didn't really ever hear the slander side. They don't know Truthfully Trisha that well, and they didn't understand that this is a constant barrage, and every so often she's handed a megaphone. And the people, they don't like Sam. So when this happened, they kind of like Mandy and I, some of them do, and they're like, oh man. And I said, well, look, go back in the archives. They're all starting to pop out today, all the other times when she's tried to do it. And this is what happens. The next thing that people will be asking for, people that are outraged or maybe are on the fence with it, it's like, he's a veteran, let's see his DD-214. That's the next thing. We've shown it before, we'll show it again. But it's the next step. My DD-214 is gold. Gold. I've always been that it's nobody's business what my DD-214 says, or anybody's DD-214. But in the name of drama, if somebody says, let's see your DD-214, and you don't show it, you're hiding something. I'm hiding nothing. There's a lot of wannabe kind of people that were in the military for a little bit, and they're trying to maybe embellish their careers, and when they get called on it, they're saying, I don't have to show my DD-214. You guys know who they are, right? You guys know who you are, Angelo. But anyway, I'll show it. And every time I show it, people are like, oh, not only does he have a good DD-214, but it's a pretty damn good career. And you're going to concentrate on block number 28, the code for retirement. And it's right there. And there's people are asking for it now. Look, the first few times that she tried to do this over the last couple of years, there are military groups that kind of lean in, and they'll research people, and they'll look at the DD-214s, and when people start screaming stolen valor, they'll look into it. The first couple times people did. It's like, hey dude, I'm such and such, just to let you know we want to look. Okay, go ahead. And they come back and they go, not only are you not stolen valor, but that's a really good career. And I get thanked by fellow veterans for my career. This is no different. You guys want to see the DD-214? You want to see the truth? I'll show it to you. I have no criminal record. That's the other thing. I don't have that. All this stuff that's being portrayed by me, show me something. Show me something other than a news article that Trisha's been carrying around for years, that somebody wrote because they like Trisha, that is not backed up by any kind of police report or anything. Just show me. It was a little bit ironic that Truthfully Trisha, Sam Telfer, both with criminal records, Telfer's is pretty lengthy, are accusing me of some pretty bad shit, but yet they can't produce anything. They can't produce anything. A person of interest, photograph, and a news article. That's the second part of it. Guys, look, those that have heard that story for the first time, that were worried for me, or maybe were on the fence about it, or didn't think they know me as well as they thought they did, it happens all the time. It's going to be all right, okay? At the end of the day, whenever this happens, I've told Mandy the last time it happened, we're going to gain, for as far as the drama community goes, we're going to gain subs. We're going to get paid more for our part in it than they are. And you all saw that. And all the people that have been here for a while already know the story. You guys were off the chain with your DMs and your comments, and I appreciate it. And here we are 72 hours later, and it's all okay. I thank Sam Telfer for it, because you hand-delivered my message, which is that you're Trisha's friend. I know the truth of it is you don't give a shit about Trisha, that your hatred for me and Mandy is to the point now where you're getting really sloppy, Sam. She's getting really, really messy. That was a messy job. Even the old timers were like, "What? She's a mess. That is messy." So there's that, guys. Thank you. I kind of pulled off. I'm almost about ready to pull into the driveway. I told Mandy I was going to do a vlog before I pulled in, and we're going to have a night tonight where we just kind of hang out. I don't think we'll be live. We might decide, to go live, but it's all okay. There was nothing that I could do sporadically. There was nothing I could do in that moment, and I've learned just to let the die get cast. You're always going to have a percentage of people that are outraged, and they're all going to figure it out at the end of the day or at the end of the weekend what the truth is. People ask me questions that they want to see my career. I'm just telling you, you need to go back to the people that are calling me out and saying, show us something, show us a police record, show us something, anything official, anything else besides your story. Because that story is the same story and it changes every time she tells it. People understand it. It was entertaining. I know for some of y'all that are our friends that are catching some heat for supporting us, if you feel like you have to back away from it a little bit, back away from it. Mandy was talking to a bunch of different people. Some people that were saying we need to take a step back, and other people that were like, please hang in there. Please hang in here and don't cut and run. There's both of that. It's a lot for Mandy to take in because she cares about people. She was on the phone last night when we were coming home from my parents' house. That's having a pretty bad mental crisis. They're in dire straits, and Mandy said, you're one of the reasons why I look on social media to see what you and Sean are doing. We all have our fights, and you guys are going through something right now that you guys are standing up to, and you're kind of inspiring. And so Mandy is on back burner on this one, talking to y'all. We appreciate y'all, but you got to understand, I said to Mandy, I'm your husband, and we're here doing this, and you're going to ride with me. And if we decide not to do this, we'll ride together. But other people have family members that aren't part of this YouTube community. They're not part of this drama. And you have to understand, they have to rally to their families just like we rally to our family. And I think she understood that. And that's how I feel about it. That's it. You can't expect everybody to ride with you 100%. Everybody's got their own lives going on. But most of them did. In fact, I can't think of a single person who really just dropped off. They're showing support with low profiles and stuff like that. But like I said, Twitter's buzzing. There's some members of Girl World out there that have taken to Twitter. They got my back. There's a lot of old archive stuff that contradict everything that was being said. It's being spread all around. And everybody's got their little echo chambers, but I'm pretty pleased with the support that I've gotten. You guys have been amazing. And in about 2 more years or so, 18 months, 2 years, 3 years, somebody else will give, unfortunately, her another platform, another megaphone. But at the end of the day, her verbiage about me has never stopped. It just gets louder. It just gets put on an amplifier and gets turned up a little bit. But as far as I'm concerned, it's never gone away. It's just unfortunate that every once in a while somebody's going to give her their platform where they can just talk to a bunch of other people. It's going to be the same. It's going to be the same. They can't prove anything. There's nothing. I mean, if we were to dig on either Sam or Trisha the same way that they're talking about us, we could show you a criminal record. We could show you where they've been in jail. We can show you the stuff that they've done. They couldn't do it. So anyway, we appreciate you guys. And yeah, Al went and did what we thought she would. She was kind of stuck in a corner and she had to say something, y'all. She was like, oh shit, thanks Sam. Thanks for making me look like a dork. You kind of do it on your own there, Al. But anyway, you got your people and they'll believe you and you're entertaining, but that's all. I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.